What's up everyone, this is Dream here, and today we're doing Wandersong. This game is on Game Pass, or for PlayStation players, you're looking at $20, but this is a 20 to 30 minute completion game. So press start and head to credits, and then press left, right, LB, RB, up, up, down, left, RB, A. And you have to do that on the analog stick. I tried a few times on the D-pad, nothing happened. But you hear a little chime, and that will unlock the chapter select, or scene select, and then from here we're going to head over to scene 8. To get the achievements in that 20 to 30 minute range, we're going to be using scene select to jump right to where the achievements are, but this isn't a bad game by any means, so if you want to go through it the legitimate way, play through it, you're looking at probably about 2 hours, but still that's not too bad for a full playthrough of the game. So here we are, chapter 8, and we've got this kind of, I don't know, ogre thing pop up. Abominable snowman. Anyways, what we got to do is just sing in the opposing direction of his wind, his roar, and so that's going to be, right now we're going to be bottom right, and that's going to go against his wind, and that's going to allow us to press on forward. You don't have to be, perfectly timed up to his. It will give you probably about 1.5 seconds before it throws you all the way back to the beginning of this bridge here. Once we do it, we get all the way up close to him. At this point, he's not roaring anymore, so we're good. We let go of this thing. We have a little chat with him, and then we're going to get our first achievement. So now that we've defeated the troll, is what he's called, now that I can see the achievement, we're going to head over to scene 18, and that's going to be Mermaid's Tear. We're going to start on one island, and we're actually going to be piloting a boat. So to do that, we just need to sing in a certain direction, which you can use the right analog stick to use the sing wheel thing, color wheel thing. But anyways, if you hold A or X, if you're on PlayStation, you can bring up the map, and then we're just going to head through this kind of crevice of island and mountain here, and then head directly up, and we're going to be at Mermaid's Ruins. So here at Mermaid's Ruins, we're going to have a few different puzzles we need to do, and most of them are just singing in a clockwise pattern, except for there's one that we're going to be singing in a counterclockwise pattern. So as you can see, there's that wheel there, and singing, I guess, pushes motion into the wheel in a certain direction and turns the wheel for us. Now here we've got three kind of pedestals that we need to rise up, which is pretty easy. So we just kind of raise them into a staircase, but this last one, as you can see, it's cracked. So we want to just rack that one all the way up because it's going to gradually fall, and then jump up here and cross our, little staircase. So in this room, we've got, again, three sort of pedestal things that we need to raise up. For this one, we're going to make a staircase going, I guess the pinnacle of it would be to the left. That was kind of a difficult way to word it, but so the pinnacle to the left, and then we're going to clockwise sing, and that's going to drop that door there, and then we just want to head back down and counterclockwise sing and make that same staircase pattern, but going to the pinnacle right this time. That's going to bring us into an elevator room, and just clockwise sing until we reach about halfway, and then it'll cutscene and it'll raise up one of our platforms. So now we've got two other platforms that we need to do. The puzzles are really quite easy. Now that we've done that, just hit X on the door, or X on the door, or square if you're on PlayStation. And now we're going to enter the next room. So for this one, we've got kind of like a block that you need to have follow that path. It's just clockwise spin, and then once it's reached out of your view, just press down on the analog stick, and that'll cause you to fall through the ledge. And then we just want to keep singing until we stand on it and we can reach the second door. Then here, same thing, just sing until you reach the top. And now, as you can see, that icon that popped up when I was at the doorway, it looked like, a circle. I don't know, that there's no circle on Xbox. I thought maybe B, but our interact button is X or square if you're on PlayStation. So now we're into the third one. This one's pretty easy, but we're just going to clockwise here, clockwise onto this one, and when we reach the top of this one, we want to counterclockwise to make that door come up, and then just clockwise back up to the top here and through the door. Now with this one, twice while I'm doing this game, because I like to do it once just to make sure that I have a clear grasp of the achievements, and then I do it a second time kind of as a perfect run. Both times I fell through the elevator after the cutscene. So what you'll want to do is just head into the door at the bottom and then re-enter the door again, and the elevator will be back at the bottom for you to take up to the door. Alright, now that we've got the 3 puzzles done, we're going to head over to the left. And then we're just going to cross the kind of platforms that we made, and we're going to go into another room. But what we want to do is not use the central elevator here. We're just going to run past it, and we're going to run into the next room, and we're going to see what's called an overseer, which is kind of the whole grasp of the game, is these creatures that one person is trying to kill, and you're kind of trying to save them. So there's our first overseer. I don't know why it says defeated the boss of the ruins, because we didn't do a thing. Now that that achievement's out of the way, we're going to head over to scene 22, and we're just going to load this in. This is going to be a real quick one. It's pretty much just a little bit of dialogue and then climbing a pretty long staircase. So we're going to talk to the fish here, and he's going to open up the door for us to allow us to go inside the castle and try to find the overseer. So now that we're inside, we're just going to keep heading to the right, and then we're going to zone out of this room and into the next one, and then that is going to have a couple of waterfalls, and then after the waterfalls is a staircase right here. We're going to climb to the top of this, which is where the overseer is, but we have to do one puzzle at the top. So for this puzzle, it's just matching the frequency, but it's not like most games that you just kind of, you turn it and then that turns the frequency and it kind of holds that frequency for you. This one, you'll actually need to spin the wheel at the speed of the frequency shown kind of up top and match it that way and hold that speed for about 1.5 to 2 seconds. So now we've got this overseer. Somebody comes in, throws a sword, kills it, and we're met with our new hero. This hero is called Audrey. That's going to give us our achievement. So as soon as the achievement pops, we can head over to scene select. I zoned out, so I had to skip it ahead for you. But we're heading to scene 23 now, and we're going to be playing as the new hero, Audrey. So here we are as Audrey, and we can hold up on the right analog stick, and that's going to charge up the sword. As you can see, it started off as white, and then there was a 4-step build up for it to turn red. Once it's red, we can let go of the right thumbstick, and that'll allow us to then use that charge at any time. It kind of just shoots out a bolt. It'll chain between enemies. And so for this area, most of the achievements, as long as you kill everything along the way, you're going to get every achievement in this area except for a couple, and that is the one that just popped now, which is 4 things with 1 bolt. And also there's reflecting attacks. So there's only about 4 or 5 enemies in this area that you can actually reflect attacks from, and I like to get that achievement out of the way as soon as possible. There is kind of an end game spot that you can do it, but I just preferred to get it out of the way now, so I'm going to show you that spot coming up here pretty soon. So here's one of our birds. I think I fry him. Yeah, I did fry him. But he'll shoot out a projectile, and if you just kind of hold the right thumbstick in the direction of where that projectile is coming from, it's really finicky because you have to think about it. You've kind of like got a 16 directional going on rather than a full 360 degrees. So you kind of need to move your body as well. So this guy, just charge up a shot, hit a shield with it. He'll drop the shield and allow you to do a few swings. on him, and then once he kind of takes one knee, he'll poof and he's gone. So for this one, just stand on the platform first and then electrocute the light bulb looking thing, and that'll project you up. So here's the spot that is a good spot to get your projectile reflex from, and in this spot, don't worry about dying because it'll cause all of the enemies to respawn, which is what you're going to essentially need to get this achievement. It's 20 reflects, so you've seen the one pop for one reflect, but we're going to need to do 20. So I've just kind of sped it up for you here. I'm using one owl, or I don't know what that is, some pelican looking thing, and then just reflecting his attacks back at these bats here until the achievement pops. Oh, and I forgot to mention that dying down below puts you up top there. So make sure that when you do spawn, you don't run to the right, you actually run to the left. For some reason, dying down below spawns you up top, and you could lose that potential grinding spot. So here we are at the Overseer, so this is the next achievement we're going to get. It's really not too hard of a boss. We'll actually be fighting this one for the first time, so when the achievement says kill the Overseer, it will actually have been us that killed it. So just charge up lightning shots, and we're going to use that to stun him. As you can see, there's feathers falling from the sky. That's where he's going to drop down, so it's just run left and right. When he starts trying to wind us off the edge, we just kind of charge up lightning and hit him, stun him. When he flies up into the air like that, that one can be a little bit tricky to dodge. So you just want to kind of know the direction that he's going to be coming from, and then run the opposite direction and jump just at the right time. The sound will give you a little bit of a cue of when to jump, but it's pretty quick. And then once we get him down to a certain amount of health, he's going to be doing 2 of those, and at some point he'll be doing 3 of those. So just keep pecking away at his health while trying to keep your health up. It's the kind of diamond looking things up top there, crystals I guess. And if you do get pushed off the edge, no big deal, you'll just spawn back up and you don't even lose a health for it, so really no concern there. And then pretty much at this point it's just going to be one more shock and some spinning wheel, and you've killed one of your Overseers and you'll get an achievement. So as soon as the achievement pops, you can head over to scene select, and then we're going to head over to scene 29. Alright, so once we've loaded in, we're going to head over to this clock looking thing and just do a clockwise spin, and that's going to drop the bridge, or not bridge, drop the door, and then we're going to head inside. Once inside, we're just going to keep heading to the right until we reach this kind of weird looking butterfly dude. He kind of reminds me of like Sid from Final Fantasy IX when he was a toad. So once we talk to him, he's going to basically tell us that we need to wait in line, even though there is no line. What you want to do is make sure you do not move once he says that. He's going to do a weird little dance, pretend to play a flute for a little while, and then at some point he's going to finally let you move on to go see the next Overseer. So he asks you a few questions. It doesn't matter what you answer. Any of them are fine. They'll all make you or allow you to proceed, so don't worry about that at all. So here it is, don't move, got it sped up. As you can see, the character's moving really quickly. I think it's sped up by 500 times. So it's a long wait, and if you move at all, you have to restart that wait. So make sure you just sit down your controller after the dialogue's ended, and he says, now wait, and then you can proceed once he lets you go forward, and then we're going to see the next Overseer. and Audrey's going to do her thing. She's just going to come out of nowhere without any warning and slay the Overseer, and we're going to get an achievement for killing the Overseer. So there she is, Audrey to slay the day, and we get the Out of Order achievement, which is killed the Queen of Order. And as soon as that pops, like always, you can head straight into the scene select, and we're going to be heading to scene 43. This is another easy one. We're just going to head straight to the left. We're going to talk to Miriam, I believe her name is, and then she's going to try to get this frog and, what is that, a bee? She's going to try to get them out of there. It's not going to work, and then they are going to turn into Overseers. They're going to collide in the center, and Audrey is going to kill them. I just skipped ahead of that because there's a whole lot of dialogue. So you literally have to do nothing but just read dialogue and mash the A button or X button to get through it as quickly as possible. You're going to get 3 achievements here. You're probably only going to see 2 of them pop, but that's just because all 3 popped at the same time. I don't know why they didn't just compile it into one, and I guess they wanted higher achievement numbers than, just popping it into one giant gamerscore achievement. But anyways, there's with the 3 of them. You get the moon, the sun, and then the 2 for 1. Now we're heading to scene 51. So here at scene 51, we're just going to head to the left. That's going to prompt a cutscene of this kind of wolf-looking creature trying to drop the sword into lava. Some bird is going to come by, snatch the sword. Basically, we need to fight this wolf. And so what we need to do is pay attention to the colors. So when that's coming down, we just want to hold up and counter it. We have to actually run at the beam to stop it. And then she's going to be charging up her sword. And then once she hits it, we need to basically sing off some of the darkness until it shrinks down to almost nothing. He's going to be basically using himself as projectiles, and you just kind of want to match the color and direction with the song wheel and just protect her while she charges up. And then you've got these projectiles that come at you a little bit faster, and it's overall a pretty easy fight. Even if you do get hit, there's no real penalty. It just takes longer to beat the boss. I don't think you can die here, maybe if you fall in the lava, which is definitely something that could happen because every time you do get hit, you do get flung pretty far. So you'll have to sing off his darkness 3 times. It's probably around a 3-4 minute fight. It's really not too hard at all. Like I said, there's really no penalty for screwing this up, and except for having the fight take longer. So once you sing that darkness off, everything looks all okay. He's shrunk down, he's back to white, and he's the King of Hearts. We've got our next Overseer, everything sounds cool. We're on our track to saving them. Wait, no, here we're not. Audrey kills it, and you net your next achievement for your next Overseer kill. Now we're heading back in, and we're going to scene 53. This is our final achievements now. We're coming in. We've got the last Overseer here, and Audrey kills him. That's going to net us an achievement, and then we are going to fight her. So the Dream King decides he doesn't want to go down so easily, and he goes into another form. And here we want to run into Audrey 3 times. She's going to boot our ass all the way across the other side, and that's going to net us Bard Kicker achievement. And now we need to fight Audrey. So to do this, we just want to kind of redirect these stars into Audrey. That's going to cause the witch to try to grab the sword. We'll need to do this in regular boss accordance 3 times. So what we need to do is keep getting these stars to hit her by singing them into a certain direction. That kind of just floats them into that direction or pushes them in that way. And then into the second phase, we'll actually have these vines that come underground, which we can then control those as well, and then you'll just want to shoot them up. In the third phase, she's actually going to reflect the stars, and this is where I kind of said, if you didn't get the reflect achievement earlier, you can get it now, because every time she reflects one, it does count as a reflect, so this is a good place to get that achievement as well. But to deal damage here, we can only deal damage with the vines or with reflected stars. So when she nails one back, you need to then run and grab it and throw it back at her. So the third phase has a little bit of length to it. You're going to have to hit her a few times, and I'm not quite sure if you can fail. As you can see, the Dream King, or King of Dreams, whatever his name is, he's got pretty low health right now. So I mean, if she had hit him another time, would I have failed? Not really sure, but there's kind of a large margin for error, and I think the fight overall took me about 6 minutes, just because I was, I don't know, just not doing too well, even though this was my second time playing through the game. I'm going to have a long dialogue scene, and it seems like we've won. We've saved at least one overseer. It's all over. We got the sword. She can't do anything right now, and we're just kind of coaxing her down to be a good person. And no, it's not enough, and she kills the overseer. So that is your final achievement in this game. Like I said, 20 to 30 minutes. If you like this video, leave a subscription, leave a like, and we'll see you in the next one. Thanks for watching. Hey there. If you liked this video, click the sleeping cat on the left. If you're an achievement/trophy hunter, click this cat on the top right. And if you're new to this channel, click the sticking out leg to subscribe.